The Republican Party uniting around the Trump-Vance ticket thanks to former primary rivals giving strong endorsements last night.
Donald Trump has my strong endorsement, period. You don't have to agree with Trump 100% of the time to vote for him.
There is more that unites us than divides us.
Let's heed the call of our party's nominee to fight for these United States.
RNC Chairman Michael Whatley also called for unity in his address Monday. He joins me now. Thanks so much for being on the program. Unity is great. We all love unity. But, Michael, will unity translate to votes?
I certainly think it will. And when we talk about this election cycle, it comes down to one question. It is strength versus weakness. And we think that when all Americans take a look at where America was under Donald Trump, we had a strong economy, we had a strong southern border, and a strong standing in the world. And so right now, none of that is the case. And Americans want to get back to where we are a strong country. And having all of the Republican Party united behind Donald Trump is absolutely critical. But more importantly, I think, is that Donald Trump doesn't just want to unite the entire Republican Party, which he's done. He wants to unite the entire country. And I think that's why we are here in Milwaukee over the course of these 4 days talking to every American family, because we really want to hear about the issues that they care about. We want to put solutions on the table, and that's what Donald Trump is talking about throughout the course of this election.
How will JD Vance continue that theme of unity in his speech tonight, a speech that many people are saying is basically going to be heavy on his biography? How does he bring those two together?
Well, when you think about it, JD Vance really is the embodiment of the American dream. Growing up in Appalachia, serving in the military, and then moving on to the United States Senate, where his entire campaign was a conversation with Ohio voters. You know, he has never forgotten where he came from. He never will. And I think that when we talk about the American experience, when we talk about the weakness of our economy right now, the weakness of where we are around the world, the fact that our southern border has been opened by Joe Biden, and it has made every community a border community. These are things that JD Vance has lived. This is experience that he has. His military experience really makes him qualified to help this ticket. He's going to be a force multiplier all across the country, and we're very excited to have him on the ticket.
CNN predicting a possible landslide electoral win for the former president. Listen to this.
Donald Trump is leading in Pennsylvania right now. Donald Trump is leading in Wisconsin right now. Donald Trump is leading in Arizona right now. And Donald Trump, most believe, is right now has the lead in Nebraska. Even if you just go back to where we start, Donald Trump is in command. The numbers are getting worse for the President, Wolf, and Donald Trump has an opportunity with this convention to build it even more.
You also hear big concern from Democrats, Adam Schiff reportedly, on the down ballot races as well. They're worried they're going to lose D.C. I would categorize this as Donald Trump, Republicans, the RNC, you're all on a heater right now. But how do you avoid and fend off complacency between now and November 5th?
We know that this election cycle is going to come down to a handful of battleground states, maybe 7, maybe 10. And we know that it's going to come down to a question of strength versus weakness in this election cycle. And so what we're going to do is we're going to certainly celebrate the fact that Donald Trump is here. We think it's frankly a miracle that we are still having this convention, and we're very excited about JD Vance being on the ticket and accepting that nomination for VP tonight. But once we gavel this convention closed, we're going to go back to our respective states. We're going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to get out the vote. We're going to protect the ballot, and we're going to make sure that we run through the tape and we win this election.
It's important. A lot of people were concerned the last couple of cycles as to why the RNC didn't do things that they were suggested to be done. It looks like Michael Whatley, as the head of the RNC, is doing just that. The results will come out on November 5th, if not a few days later. Michael Whatley, thank you for your time this morning.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.